Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going over how to make custom stickers. Now I know I made this video before but the sound quality wasn't the greatest, so we're just going to go ahead and redo this so that everyone can actually hear what's going on. So with custom stickers, it is going to depend on how you want to create them. If you're wanting to use clip art or if you're wanting to use text. So the first component that I'm going to show you is going to be just utilizing a clip art and adding text to it. So here I have a little birthday banner that I'm going to just drag to the front here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a text box right here like so. And then I'm going to just put in Becca's birthday. So here you can format it, you can change the size of the font, you can, duplicate this and you can make this however you would like. Now, the thing I will let you know here is the fact that when you go to size this, you need to make sure that you're sizing not only your image but also your text. Now, I oftentimes will utilize the ruler up here at the top just to make sure that I have the custom sticker the appropriate size. So that's pretty much it for this component. The next one that I'm going to show you, and pardon me, I have a bit of a cold, so just bear with me here, is we are going to do our text specific one custom label here. So basically what I'm going to do is I am going to type out the name. What I want to do is then I'm going to do this much larger just so that you guys can see what I'm actually doing here. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it, but I'm going to grab it and set it off to the side. Now, what I want to do is I want to do a layered effect. So essentially what it's going to be is it's going to be a color, then white, and then the typed out name. So I decided for this one that I want to do it in this really pretty blue. When we go in here, you want to highlight the text and then you will right click and you will hit Format Text Effects. With this, you're going to do text outline. You want to do the solid line, and then you're going to find the color that you're wanting to do. Then the next step is to come over here to outline style, and you're going to bump this up. You want to make it nice and fat. So I think that right there, 23 is good. So then the next component, what we're going to do is we are going to, and you know what, I want to actually make sure that I get this covered. So I'm going to put this little dot here and I'm going to zoom in just a little more so you guys can see what I'm doing here. So with this little dot, the reason why I'm transforming the shape is so that it matches this piece here, so then that way it's all one. So select everything, hit Control G, and that will group everything together. And then you'll come over here and you'll hit Copy, Paste. You will make this white. I always like to put the text in white just because that is my preference. But generally, if you end up putting the outline on it, 9 times out of 10, and I'm going to move this off to the side so I can see a little bit better of what I'm doing. your outline is going to be so heavy that the actual font color probably is not going to show. So we're going to do text outline, solid line, white, and then once again we're going to bump this up, and this is going to be the part where you're going to want to um, grab it and just get it kind of lined up here. And make this a little thicker. Now you'll notice that there's white components here that are going to be showing through essentially. So this is just when you go back in, you're going to put in the dots and you're going to format those shapes. Solid fill, no line, and then just simply copy, paste, and then you can move it around so that it actually covers those little blue areas. Put this up here. And then for this one, I'm just going to put it right there, and then I'm going to kind of stretch it up a little bit, just so that it covers. And what I'm doing here, just to move it just a little bit, it's about a half a space at a time, is you're going to hold down the control key and then use your arrows to manipulate those bubbles however you're going to want that there. So we're going to group this again. You can either do the select and group, or you can do it with the entire, control G thing. So we're going to bring this to the front, and we are actually going to come back over here, turn this to blue, and sometimes I like to bold it just so that it stands out a little bit more, but other than that, it's really going to be however you prefer things. Now I use a rounded box because that's just what I prefer. You're once again just going to go back in and you're going to format the shape. What I do is I fill it with white, and then I go in and I do my line color, and then I go in and I pick my line. And I like to make my line a little heavy but not too much. The other thing is too, you can change your line style here if you would like, and then we're going to send that to the back. And then once that is finished, what I recommend doing is just selecting everything and grouping it all together. Then once you have that completed, you'll want to save it as a picture. Now the reason behind this is because you're going to want to save it so then that way you can resize it and you don't have to worry about going through and resizing the entire thing every single time when it comes to, you know, formatting things. Because with this, you'll be able to, and I'll show you what I mean here. Just a second. Let me grab my picture. We're going to put it over here. Okay, so identical. And this is all grouped together. So what I'm going to show you is this. When you go to do this, you're going to be able to type or add text to this field. But the other great thing is then you're also going to be able to manipulate it down and add your text in so that it's the appropriate size. Now, if we did that to this, that is the problem we're going to run into. So we want to make sure that we save it as a picture, just so then that way it's a little bit easier to work with. I recommend saving your items in your PowerPoint, just so then that way if you decide you want to go in and change the color or the font or however you want to do a new sticker, you can definitely do that, however you prefer. Now, for all of the clip art, I use cleanpng.com. I get my Alexa Marie font from 1001fonts.com. And as for sticker paper, you can pretty much get it anywhere. I like to purchase mine from Online Labels. You can either visit them at onlinelabels.com or you can visit them on Amazon and just type in Online Labels in the search and it'll pull up all of their products. The other little fancy thing that I want to tell you about is when you're wanting to add a specific element, such as a frame to your calendar or your monthly views, you can take this and print it on a clear sticker paper. And I'll link what I use down below for white and then also for the clear sticker paper. But then this way you can just put this over the date and you'll still be able to see everything that's going to be in that box. Now, even though, you know, there's these little white dots here on the inside, those just aren't going to print because obviously your printer is not going to have white ink. So it's going to look more like this when you print it out and you put it in your on your clear sticker paper. So the other thing is too, if you want, you can print it on white and then you can just add in your components like the 25th and Christmas Day or whatever your element may be for. So I hope that that helped, and I hope that you guys are able to follow this relatively easily. And if you have any questions or comments, please make sure to leave them down below, and I bid you a good day.